step 14, we're going to attach the motor. Now, if you don't know, I upgraded to the super stock TZ motor. Felt like it'll be a great fit for this kit. It should make it pretty quick and fun to drive. Now you need your motor, either the 540 silver can it comes with, or whatever motor you choose. You need these two BB14 screws, a BB8 grub screw, your provided 17-tooth pinion gear, motor plate. That's it, right? Your gearbox to attach it to, your Allen key. If you look at the picture, what you're gonna do is you put the motor plate on first, then your grub screw, then your pinion gear. You tighten it down with the grub screw. You can use Loctite, like semi-permanent Loctite. Then once you have that on, you then insert your motor into your gearbox, get your gearbox cover, or your motor, you get your motor cover right here to screw it in, and that's it. So, I believe, yeah, so you're gonna go at, with this motor, you go at an angle. I'm not sure if it makes a difference as to which one, but that is something to note. And here's my Loctite, thread lock semi-permanent glue. I think some of the semi-permanent brands are red, like I think Truly Loctite semi-permanent is red, but I'm not positive. So just look into that. Don't want to use a truly permanent, just a semi-permanent is all you need. Just a little bit on there. And I like to get it started. And what you want to make sure of is that that grub screw is hitting where exactly? The flat part. So line that up. Because if it's not lined up right, you will have issues. Okay, so I have that on, and it shows, okay, now once you do that, you need to slide your motor into place. I feel like the tricky part about this is this cardboard motor plate. It's just like hanging out loose, you know what I mean? Because there's nothing really keeping that in place until you screw it in. Which I don't even know if mine's lined up right or not. But you have your cover now. And it shows to use these holes, right? In the picture. 17 tooth, use those holes because I believe you could upgrade this to a 19 tooth pinion if I remember correctly. And the holes that it's talking about is on the top hole, the one on the right, and the bottom hole, the one on the left. I'm gonna go ahead, try and get this lined up, and we'll see how it goes. So I could tell 100% missed on that. To me, I feel like I just lined that bottom one up. grabs. Yeah, it's grabbing. So that one's lined up. This one should be too, you would think. Let's see. There we go. Wow. That actually wasn't too hard. When I built my Grasshopper 2, I had a hard time lining it up. This was easy. That's so weird. What I did is I put the first one in, right? And it wasn't lined up, but I had the screw kind of holding it. I turned it around, lined up the bottom one, matched up the hole, dropped this back into place, put the screw in, tightened it, then I had the bottom one tightened down, and then that meant the top one was lined up and I just had to tighten it, and she's good. You could see, I don't know if you probably can't see on camera, but it is smooth and spins freely without any issues. So that means my gearbox is now assembled. Step 15 is a bit more complicated. You have to attach the gearbox, and these little axle springs are tricky. I had a hard time with that on the Grasshopper 2. So I'm hoping that having done it before on the Grasshopper 2, I'll be okay. But for right now, I'm gonna call it a day. And I hope this is helpful to you. You know, it really is really easy to put together. If you order this gearbox and you think, oh, I'm gonna get a cool looking motor, it covers it. I mean, you get a little tiny bit of blue showing up here, and then you get the blue from the motor itself. But if you buy this motor for looks, there's no point. If you're buying it for speed, which is the reason why I bought it, that's fine. But I also thought looks as a secondary, it gets covered. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one when we work on attaching the gearbox to the chassis. That should be fun. Peace.